So my career history was 20 years, 2 decades in luxury travel, and predominantly actually for the same company. And I started on the sales floor selling the holidays, and then I progressed through the years until I reached the director of the company on the board. And that really gave me sort of thorough understanding of, selling, managing a team, and also delivering exceptional client service. Our company motto was "Nothing is too much trouble," which is hopefully what I've brought through to my own Pink Spaghetti business. And much as I enjoyed and I loved working in luxury travel, it wasn't really conducive to having 2 small children because I was away abroad quite a bit. So I was really looking for something that offered more flexibility, more of a work-life balance. And then I ended up taking a maternity cover role as Chief of Staff to Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, working out of Kensington Palace. And that really gave me a feel for managing someone else's diary and also running a business, because Prince Michael also had his own consultancy business. So when that came to an end, I wanted to carry on doing that line of work, but combined with running my own business. And then I happened upon Pink Spaghetti through a Flexible Working People Facebook Live, where I saw Caroline and Vicky talking about it. And I just thought, and it just clicked. And I thought, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. And that's when I joined. After starting Pink Spaghetti, I felt really actually empowered and excited about this new stage of my life where I had the freedom to decide myself how I spent my time and who I spent it with. There was no having to ask my boss for time off or to leave early to go and see my children's nativity play. Ultimately, I was making my own decisions. And the other thing that really excited me was the continual learning. With Pink Spaghetti, you never stop learning, whether it's the training programs that, HQ put on, or, whether it's someone else in the franchise mentioning some platform that you've never heard of, but think, oh, wow, that actually works, might work really well for one of my clients. And then you go and do a bit of research and, upskill on it. This is exactly what I was looking for. I don't like standing still. I always like looking for the next challenge and to continue my learning. And this has really hit the nail on the head in terms of what I was looking for. I would say that the work-life balance of being a Pink Spaghetti franchise owner can be molded entirely according to what you want out of it and what you want that balance to be. For me, I probably have never worked harder, but I do it to my own schedule. So I can decide when I work, where I work from, and how long I work. And that was really what I was after. I'm now in a situation, which is where I was aiming to be, where I can attend all my kids' sporting events. And also every Friday morning, I've got a ladies' doubles tennis game, which, is a non-negotiable for me. So in that respect, it works really well if that's the sort of flexibility that you're looking for. Also, it gives you the option of, I can decide when I take on new clients if I want to increase my profit by actually doing the work myself, or if it's more important to me to actually have that extra time to do either work on my business or to spend it how I want to spend it, in which case I will delegate it to a team member. So, you have that freedom to decide how you want to, what direction you want to go with your business and what you want to get out of it yourself. There have been lots of rewarding moments since starting my Pink Spaghetti franchise. But I think the biggest one was probably a year into the business, winning the Rising Star Award at the annual Pink Spaghetti conference. Since then, there have been lots of little milestones, such as joining the 4K Club, which is when your monthly turnover has reached the £4,000 mark. And more recently, I've become VAT registered because my revenue has reached that VAT threshold. So those are the sort of the financial sort of accomplishments that stick out to me. Financial things aside, I was really touched when it was the Virtual Assistants National Day last year, and my team, as a, completely by surprise, they sent me a bunch of flowers to basically celebrate that fact and to say thank you for being our boss, essentially. And that for me really stood out as something that I felt quite proud of. I would say that the thing that surprised me most about running the Pink Spaghetti franchise was quite how collaborative and supportive the network is. When I was deciding on whether to buy into the franchise, I was also looking at another virtual assistant franchise, which was a lot smaller. And I did decide on Pink Spaghetti, primarily because I would be joining with other people, small group, and I preferred that to starting on my own. And also just the fact that it was that much bigger, and there were so many other franchisees in the network. But I didn't appreciate just how supportive everyone is. You never feel you're on your own. And if you have any issues or any work problems, there's always someone in the network who can advise, who's been there where you've been before. And I think for me, that's been priceless. The collaboration with my team contributes massively to our business success. We are a virtual team, but I do work really hard to ensure that everyone feels like a team. And we will have monthly catch-ups in addition to the weekly individual catch-ups I have with the individual team members. I have hired my team based on their individual skill sets. So they all have very different skill sets. However, they are really good at supporting each other. If they have a client who sort of needs a new task that is outside of their particular speciality, they will always recommend another person on the team to come and support with that. They are also great at understanding when and communicating when they might be really busy and feeling a bit overwhelmed with work, in which case other team members will always put their hand up and step in and support them where they can. Additionally, it works really well for the client because we cover for each other when one of us is on holiday, and that does mean that we can offers that seamless service to the client with no gaps in our support. The advice I would give to someone considering a Pink Spaghetti franchise is ultimately definitely go for it. I would say it's not for everyone, and I would definitely recommend talking to a few of the franchisees in order to gain a realistic idea of what is involved. You do need to be proactive, you do need to be resilient, but ultimately, if you are looking for that work-life balance and being your own boss, then it's a complete no-brainer.